You left Ghana. Nana, don't go Atta. You left Ghana to seek greener pastures. Why would you be partaking in Ghanaian issues? What would that do? Your opinion cannot be taken seriously because you are not a legitimate Ghanaian anymore. You have sold your birthright. Do you understand me? You have sold your birthright. For what? Autistic children. A big mortgaged house.
Hear me again. Seyram. Adabla. Medekuku. Nakonwele. Seyram. Seyram. Viona nye. Seyram. 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 I've mentioned your name. If you know the meaning of your name, then stop disgracing us. Because ours are modest and sensible thinkers, respectful in all standards. The fact that you are living in your body doesn't make you a gang. The fact that you are living in Accra has not changed you from being an Ewe with morals, not to come and speak against children with disability.
Mimawakwaba eba Puyaka TV. So Puyaka TV ana wushi. So when your first time any of modia subscribe. Me notification is to send you anytime bia ye di video betum no. Won so sabe kan wonye bia share ushevia comment fa ho. Kire wa dwen afa video no ho abusua like video no na share emo bia so enye bi hwe me da si bebre abusua Councillor Lutterodt, I'm not the warning Cassia Pa Busia and Yaketua, Cassia Pa, or the famous SideChick Deborah Seyram Abusia for a DNT and a Councillor Lutterodt. Oh, man is our warning. No, Councillor Lutterodt is saying, and say, no, yeah, then who video be said, Seyram Abusia for, or Casse, or be educated, a yet parents with disability. Children, the busia for the momo education, send on Bessia Eden, Asha San Colano, the busia, and no, Sassem no pa out of the Kayano, and a Councillor Lutterodt say, or man warning Cassia say, a Samna Widen, Wababecano, or Nyai Kra, or Chin Sign say, or Baba Eden, or the Massa educational, because only any knowledge about children with disability was it just when new moshe and when new right bia so say or this education yede emma because when nim she efa ho and o ka kire say even pono sa edidi atemu a or the children with disability edidi na donko atem say ne yam noma enye papa eti no wu nkola chese omho ayeden atechima kakra no ano say or so pana na donko achew pa because sa sem na o ka kire no eni babia say ya bo obia onu de ne yam no ma no enye into owu nkola efiri mu beba no abusua omho beden ebetechima o say eni babia sa into oso otumi pana na donko achew ano si court no kra na chese wo koye no onu de eni pa bia e wo right say se wonu obi nya asem na wonti ase a wobetumi deny den akọ court but eno kra no o si politician bi ene kan na asem say any idiot can go to court it will catch Deborah Seyram say court na okoye no na nyanse bia enye den enim it will akọ na busuafo wakodifo na o go through some pains money fa pains na o go through no e make kan sem bia onye den onim. It is our lectures now. What plan say or person or the man onim any knowledge about the sickness and only experience bia educator for those children into a beya obisiafo onyai or money last warning pass onyai and yes sir obisiafo bibi besi mumianko ni Seyram emra no kekane semono near the Councillor Lutterodt ni na soso.
Then we pack it somewhere because we are moving forward. She doesn't even deserve anything, but we have to let her know. You have such children, but you waste time creating accounts for them. You know, those kids are vulnerable. Those kids, like, their brains are not like a regular people brain. It's not like a regular, right thinking somebody's brain. But this woman will force them to come and sit down, open TikTok live for them. US government, what are you doing about this? Donko Ata, her kids are battling autism, but she makes them come online, sit down, and be doing live for gifts. You are exploiting the health conditions of your children. Computer, for my lady. Oh no, Jimmy. The most vulnerable in this picture is Carlton. Guy no boy Jimmy. Nah, don't call. Atta, stop giving him tablets. You are poisoning his brain. You are lowering the chances of the guy recovering. Stop giving him tablets. Let him be. Let him be. When you were going for review, when you were pregnant, they told you. But you still, because you wanted, should we talk? You are just envious. None of your kids, not even the last one, will be able to think and operate well like me. So you are envious. For you to take camera and talk about me, look at the hate in your voice, cursing me. You will never be out of your misery. You will live in it. If you fuck up, you will lose it yourself. You yourself, kakra will take. Kakra. I'm trying to speak the English and the Chi for you to, get a mixture. Because I love you. Stupid woman. Kwasiaba. Jima planyon. Plama senyon. Do your hard face like that. People go to Abrochi and when you see their skin, we dey look at no filter. We dey even la body we do. Body that everything they happen so, but we are still fresh. You dey Abrochi, look at your skin. You do makeup, because they sit up. Your first and last. Your first and last. You can hear the ambulance sound. That is confirmation to this message. Your first and last. Jimmy. You left Ghana. Nana, don't go Atta. You left Ghana to seek greener pastures. Why would you be partaking in Ghanaian issues? What would that do? Your opinion cannot be taken seriously because you are not a legitimate Ghanaian anymore. You have sold your birthright. Do you understand me? You have sold your birthright. For what? Autistic children. A big mortgaged house.
All right, so good morning, wherever you're watching me from. And this is to say to all mothers, fathers, or families that are managing children with a certain level of disability. Either your child will be a cerebral palsy child, lack of oxygen to the brain during delivery or before delivery, or your child will be a Down syndrome child whose formation had some particular deformity, or your child will be an autistic child whose intellectual engagement will be solid, but is difficult to have some completion of the cycle. But physically, most of them are mobile. Cerebral palsy children have some difficulties physically to be moving, and Down syndrome children doesn't have the composure totally. Ladies and gentlemen, an education has always been on my page, especially because the CL Foundation for Health that just released an award that was received by President Joe Biden in America for our effort to stop insuba, autism, and other things in our capacity in Ghana. putting smiles on the faces of mothers who have children with disability. We just received an award in this 1st December, and thanks to all of you who have been supporting us. And this video is to encourage any mother who has a child with disability that it is not your fault. It is not your fault. And I'm saying this because I just saw a video from Seyram Adabla, the former side chick of the First Atlantic Bank CFO, Mr. Nimako, trying to say she wants to educate people about cerebral palsy, Down syndrome, or whatever, autistic children. Seyram, whoever knows her, I've been looking for her contact to talk to her direct. If you can help me, I'll be very grateful to stop her. She can play her games. She can deal with whoever she wants to deal with, but she should really get off children with disability. Not because we have one home. Not because we cannot advertise our own. We encourage mothers to let their children not become their burden, but their blessing. So if you find a mother who has brought the child into the space, whether on social media or carried the child to a program or anywhere, it is in Ghana that they can't even transport them from one place to the other. It is in Ghana that the disability sign in all our malls, churches and shops, you can still find trucks parked there and nobody arrests anybody. Seyram, you are not knowledgeable in this area. So let me encourage you for the first time, not a warning. Stop the lecture immediately because you are polluting people. And number 2, you need to find a space to apologize to Nana Donkwata that her womb has produced sick children. Can you stop this excitement or this euphoria or whatever it is that you are going through? I don't know if you've gone for diagnosis to see whether after the fallout, you might be going through a level of mental disorder, which is normal. Depression is one of them. Or you are in the state of denial in the 5 stages of your grieving point. When you are grieving, you need to seek for professional help. Don't bring your trouble on disabled children in any capacity. This is not a warning by a caution. Stop the lecture immediately because you don't have knowledge about what you're doing. Who told you that there's a womb that has been created on this earth to produce children with disability? Please don't do this again. You are a young girl, a small girl, who believes that you are beautiful, and you have gone to court. This is not boldness. In my capacity, your right to go to court is there. But like one time, I want to quote a politician who said, any fool can go to court. You are ill-advised, not reading the laws of the country. And once the statement is in public domain, everybody, including myself, can have analysis and discussion on it. Why do you have to involve children with disability and say you are starting a program of a knowledge you don't know? I don't want to warn you, but hear me. Hear me. Hear me again. Seyram Adabla. Merekuku. Nakonwele. Seyram. Seyram. Viona nye. Seyram. 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 I've mentioned your name. If you know the meaning of your name, then stop disgracing us. Because ours are modest and sensible thinkers, respectful in all standards. The fact that you are living in Labadi doesn't make you a gang. The fact that you are living in Accra has not changed you from being an Ewe with morals, not to come and speak against children with disability. Young girl, you are not close to birth. And whether your womb will produce such children, it is better for you to learn now how to manage them. Don't cause any mother to tear up. We are happy now that women are not taking their children to the riverside. We are happy as a foundation that mothers are able to take their children to church with autism. We are happy now that people are even understanding how autistic children behave in public space. How dare you? How dare you, with little knowledge, come to speak against children with disability? Hear me. Do all your things. Manage your discomfort, your displeasure. You can do all your insults in the world. Do all your spiritual attack in the world. But never again go on any page to talk about disability, especially autism, Down syndrome, cerebral palsy, or any form of disability in the life of any child. Not just Nana Donkwata's child. If you touch one blind person, you've touched all the blind people. As the founder of a big foundation that has been recognized, if I don't poke my nose into this, then all these awards we are getting, like this one that we just received in the US, and like the other one that I don't have it here to show you, but go to my pages there, directly from the president of the United States of America, because they have seen what we are doing. Don't come here and say that somebody wants to catch on a child with disability. So they told them and they still delivered it. I don't want to use strong words on you. I am not afraid of you. Spiritually, I am not. Physically, I am not. But let me caution you. Never in any way bring any conversation on disability. If you want to fight Nana Donkwata, go ahead. But don't ever come and talk about disability again. And let me correct you. Maybe you don't know. It's only counting. And if you know what it took Nana after tearing to bring this child to the public space as part of the therapeutic moment of healing, you won't come and talk. And Nana have the right to say anything that is on social media. But you don't have the right to mock any child with disability on social media. And saying that all the children are disability children. Be careful. And for the rest of you who think that because Nana came to or speak about her issue, she has the right to talk about children with disability. Please. Some of you are respected. Some of you have watched your videos. Some of you, I think that you don't know what you're doing. May God forgive you. But tell Seyram Adabla, Deborah, that what she has started, she should stop now. It is not a warning, I keep repeating. It is a caution. Not just a caution, but a reminder of where she's walking towards. A reminder of what she's looking for. Because if she doesn't, children, we keep saying, are a gift from God. I know many people today that I can mention to you that if we didn't come out to tell them that don't hide it, bring it out, they will not be fine today. Listen to me, when your child, if you give birth to a child with disability, learning to manage a disabled child takes a higher toll on you. And I'm happy for Nana Donkwata and other women who bring, this is not a fair, go to our page and see mothers who are managing their children in the public domain. Go to YouTube.
Well, Obisiam, and yen Samno, and ye dear Bremono, send ye Chancellor Lutterodt or Seyram, Deborah Seyram, the famous SideChick. One is say, send ye wabba out, Abekase or Bema lectures about disability children, or nim hunim dear bia into your beya, or nyai, no way nyai so dear, and ye. Obetenenka, Abusia, a hanum a Puyaka TV, we see the baby bia, ye the bebremo. It is a way of first time one, and your bomodin. Subscribe, me notification so. Keke on send your video bia, ye the betumuno, gonson sabekan when ye bia share, medasi bebre.